Hey kitty girls! So this last weekend I went to RuPaul's DragCon 2017 and I had a lot of fun. I'm losing my voice, but I had a lot of fun. And I wanted to make this video just talking about my experience and also showing you the things that I got there, and also just share some tips on going if you're planning on going next year, or actually New York DragCon, which they just announced later this year. So yes, I guess I'll start off by saying that I only went on Saturday this year. I went last year as well, and I also only went on Saturday because for both of these years I drove down to LA. I live in San Francisco Bay Area, if you didn't know, and the drive is like a 6-hour drive, so I needed Sunday to like drive back up here. I am a huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. Obviously, I personally like going to the RuPaul's Drag Race subreddit. It is so amazing. I am so there for the discussion, the drama, the fan art, the tea, everything. Like, it's so good. All the Reddit queens are so damn funny. They make me laugh every single day. Alright, let me just start off by showing you the tote bag that I made and brought with me to DragCon. Because I'm not holding shit back. Oh, at all. I'm not joking, bitch. Oh, at all. Yeah, so this, if you're a fan of the show, if you follow the show's memes, you'll know what this is. It's an All-Stars 2 reference, so if you get it, you get it, and you're cool with me. Yes, yes. And I also made this sensible hair clip, you know, just in case I needed to pull my hair back, but, you know. Alright, let me just start off by showing you the badge. It's a Saturday, because I only went on Saturday, again. And I got to LA Convention Center an hour before DragCon started at like 9. So there really wasn't a line for me to go pick up my badge, which was great. But since I didn't get a VIP badge, I had to go outside and wait in line with all the other peasants. And the line was really long. And I'm really glad that I got in line quite early because it was like wrapping all around that outside area. Along with my badge, I also got the RuPaul's DragCon program guide, which I was surprised about getting because I don't think they gave these out for free last year. I think you had to buy these. So inside is just information about the convention, like its sponsors, and of course there's a map and a list of like where you can find the talent, your favorite queens, other vendors that are at the event, just things like that. Oh, of course, like schedules for the panels that they were having that weekend. After waiting in line for about like 40 minutes, I managed to get into the convention about like 10-15 minutes after it started. And the first place that I went to was Pheromone's booth because I wanted to pick up some of her car air fresheners. So while I was there, Farrah was there, of course, and I got to meet her and talk to her a little bit. She was so sweet and so small and cute, and her highlighter, of course, was on point. She is the highlighter queen. But yeah, these are very cute. They have like pin-up looking drawings of Farrah. These are done by the artist Darien Doodles. He does a lot of fan art for the queens. These are super cute. This one is for my friend. I got one for myself. I asked Farrah if she could sign the one that I'm going to give to my friend, and unfortunately she had to open the package to be able to sign it, so hopefully it still hasn't sent by the time that I send this to my friend. And oh, god damn it, but I guess it's like the chemicals and the air freshener, but her signature is like all blurry now, so it was pointless to ask her to sign it anyways. Feel bad about that. The one that I got for my friend, I think she'll like because it smells like a bit more musky and like masculine. The one I got for myself, it's more fruity and like sweet, which I really like, so happy about that. One queen that I really wanted to meet this year at DragCon was Pearl. She was my personal favorite on season 7, no matter what anyone says, okay? I think she's just so fucking cool. Like, she's so fashionable. Her makeup is always good, and her personality, she just seems like so chill, but also like low-key funny. She had her own booth this year. I got a sticker set from her. These are, I didn't expect them to be this big, but they're amazing. They are all hand-drawn by Pearl herself, and they feature some very gorgeous looking queens on there. They're very ornate and bohemian, which is like very much her style nowadays. While I got those stickers, it was still early on in the day, so Pearl wasn't there. They told me she was gonna be there at 11. She wasn't, she was a bit late. But I got to meet her. She was so so cool. Of course, she was very like Western, bohemian, chic, and she was wearing very sensible flats, even though she was sitting in a chair the whole time, but whatever. It's very Pearl, I guess. And she was really cool and really sweet as well. Like, she complimented me on my gold freckles, so I was like, thank you. I really like the jewels under your eyes. And she was like, thank you. I really like your gold glasses. And we just went back and forth, like complimenting each other. It was just such a moment. Oh, also while I was waiting in line for Pearl, someone just gave me this fan. It says, what does it say? It says hashtag stay ready. Very handy to have. Feel like a queen just fanning yourself. Another piece of merch that I really wanted to check out while I was at DragCon were Sasha Velour's pins. She's been releasing these pins every single week that like kind of go along with the looks that she's been doing on the show, which is so fucking smart. So smart, and they're very much her style as well. So I got this candelabra pin for my friend because she really liked this one. It's huge. I didn't expect this to be this big, but it's very cool. And I got this one for myself. It's a mask one. It's a little bit glittery, if you can see that. And it looks like her. It has her signature eyebrows. Very cool. Unfortunately, just like Pearl, Sasha wasn't at her booth when I got her merch. I think she was at a panel. So they gave me this sticker with an X that they said I could show later on when she does come back and like meet her, because you gotta like buy her merch to meet her, I guess. And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet her at DragCon. Like by the time that she got back, I had just like finished eating lunch, so her line had gotten very, very long, and just missed opportunity, I guess. But I'm still very happy that you know, I got to support her in some ways, and I hope she makes the top 3 because she deserves it, honestly. All right, I mentioned Darien Doodles when I was talking about pheromones, car air fresheners, because he did the drawings for those, and he's an artist. I follow him on Instagram. He does a lot of cool fan art for RuPaul's Drag Race, and also does fan art for like Overwatch and stuff too, which I also love. He was selling these square mini prints at his booth, featuring like different runway looks from the show. But I personally thought this one was the most unique, so I got this one, and he said this one was his favorite too. And so it features Jasmine Masters. Maybe you've seen this face on Twitter, even if you're not a fan of the show, but around her is a collection of various iconic quotes that she has blessed us with. Like, I can't do her voice, but
RuPaul's Drag Race has fucked up drag. Bottom line cut and dry.
Iconic. Another well-known artist that does a lot of fan art for RuPaul's Drag Race is Chad Sell. His style is much more different. It's more graphic, I guess you could say. And he had his own booth at DragCon too, so I was pretty excited to check out his artwork in person. And while I was there, he was selling these little booklets of various fan art that he did, and they all correspond to like the seasons of the show. So since season 5 is my personal favorite, I got the season 5 one. Hopefully, as you can see here, his style is just very like graphic and dramatic. I guess that's how I would describe it. Like, there's a lot of like fierce emotion in his characters' faces. Like, they kind of look like evil villainesses. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way, but like their expressions, like they're so fierce. Like, I feel like if cartoons did drag, this is how they would look. And he also signed the book, which makes it even more special. Another queen that I was dying to meet at DragCon this year was Milk from season 6. She's just one of my all-time favorites. Like, not only is her style just like so cool, like it's club kid, it's gender bending sometimes, and androgynous and very quirky and interesting and different, but she just also seemed like such a sweet person. I got to meet her, and I got this poster from her. It was already signed, but I got her to sign it out to me specifically. Yay! And yeah, she was very sweet and tall, of course. I straight up told her that I felt like a potato standing next to her, because she's a glamazon for sure. Is that all the stuff I got? Yeah, that's all the stuff I got at DragCon. There were other things that I wanted to get, but I'm happy with the things that I got. So now I guess I'll share some tips for going to DragCon. But do your research before you go, of course. Especially if you're not from the area. You should like think about like traffic and parking and all that kind of stuff. About a week before the event happens, they release like a floor plan of the whole convention, and I also give you times for like panels that are about to happen. So be sure to check those to see when your faves might have a panel, because they'll be away from their booths while that panel happens, of course, so you won't be able to meet them. Oh, they also have like an app. I think it's called All Cal, and they give you like all the schedules for the day as well. So that'll help you like plan out what you want to do, who you want to meet for that day. And then along those lines, I would suggest getting to DragCon as early as you can, maybe before the event starts, just so you can maximize your time, because obviously you're spending money to be at this event anyways, so you know, you want to make the most of it, right? And especially because lines to meet queens can tend to get very long, especially if you're like someone that's very popular or on the current season. Not only might you want to meet queens, but you might want to attend the panels and also buy merch from other booths. Like there's makeup booths and like fashion booths and stuff too. So you want to have time to check out everything, right? Another thing to keep in mind is definitely budget, because your spending does not stop when you buy that ticket to DragCon. I believe this is like common practice at other conventions, but in order to get a photo or, you know, an autograph or just meet your favorite queen, you have to spend about like $5 to $10 or buy the merch. This doesn't apply to all queens, but most queens do charge for the meet and greet. And I know the convention encourages them to charge for the meet and greet as well, because the queens themselves pay for that booth space and, you know, of course, like the production of all the things they gotta sell at DragCon. So they want to break even and also make a profit from it too. Don't get mad at them for like charging for meet and greets, but also keep in mind of how much money you want to spend. You know, don't go too crazy, especially if you want to meet a lot of queens. But if your budget doesn't allow for you to get shirts from every single queen, you can just get a print and get them to sign it. You know, that's fine. Keep an eye out on that wallet for sure. Don't be afraid to talk to people at DragCon, because you could be waiting in line for fucking hours, okay? You need some shit to do. And, you know, these people who are waiting in line with you, they already have something in common with you because they like that queen that you want to see. So there you go, friends already. Wow. I feel like the RuPaul's Drag Race fandom in general is pretty inclusive, you know? I think it's just like the nature of the show, but also, you know, the people are generally pretty cool, like pretty nice, and also pretty funny. So don't be afraid to talk to people at DragCon. You might make new friends. Those are all the tips that I have for DragCon. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really hope you got something out of it, especially if you're planning on going to DragCon next year. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate ya, and I'll see you at DragCon next year. Bye.